What is going on, YouTube? Tom here, and yes, I told you all that I would be heading over to the Dimmitt car dealership for their Cars and Coffee after party. Of course, Dimmitt is right down the street from DuPont. Drive's not very long, but still fun little drive nonetheless. Of course, now this dealership, they deal primarily in exotics. They've got an Aston Martin dealership, they have McLaren dealership, and they got Rolls-Royce and also Bentley all in the same dealership. So it's pretty awesome to go to this dealership because they open up a lot of the cars and they let everybody sit in them. Pretty much not many other places you're going to get the experience to sit in a lot of these cars or even really look at them this closely. So I'm about to pull into Dimmitt. I'm going to get started checking out some of these exotics. Sit rep. Situation at Dimmitt is just as bad, practically worse. Basically, you had to get here early once again. All those people heading out of DuPont, they weren't just heading out to get on to the vlog, they were also heading out to get here. So yes, once again, I am in the way back. So yeah, basically there's no parking. Here, cars getting detailed in the background. But as you can see, they put all the cars on display here. Go ahead and step inside the car for the rest of this vlog. Okay, stepping in the car, make sure audio is good. But a little backstory on why they do this is because this is awesome because they open up the dealership and let everybody kind of check it out. And of course, if you have any questions, staff are all standing by. They'll answer your questions for you, as always. Every time a dealer's open on the weekends. So yes, that's kind of what's awesome, and of course they let you sit in things like McLarens, Bentleys, Aston Martins, all the kind of cars you don't even get to look at normally. Normally it's like, don't even breathe on this car, you can't afford it. Of course today it's like, have a seat, take a good look. So that's pretty awesome. Yeah, I had to park in the grass. I'm so glad I vacuumed my car out, and now I get to park in the grass and get my feet all full of grass again. But, small rants. I'm gonna head over, we're gonna start checking out some cars. You know Cars and Coffee is packed when you kind of get your own little car show just in the parking lot. We got a first gen Raptor, M4 or M3, can't really tell from here. BMW guys, you know what that is. Porsche, S2000. The Chevy SS converted to a Holden. It's my car, we got a Bullet Mustang behind me. Of course we got this beautiful Cutlass. Yeah, it's like its own little car show just in the back here. You got this Honda Beat going around, got a GT350. Yeah, some pretty nice cars just in the parking lot. As we start heading over, we got the Chevelle trying to leave. Hopefully we got this black Mustang over here. Looks like they boxed him in. So I think I had this car on the vlog last time I was here. I love looking at this thing because it's like Leroy's British cousin. Basically, it's like the ultimate go-kart. I'm sure it's missing several components to stop it from running, but believe me, this is the McLaren I want. Just because if you go over here, it's stripped down, you can put any body you want. I'd probably do literally like Leroy. I just put a cage, exo cage, put some windscreen on it, and go for it. Like a nice, like, kind of either drag cart or a road course car. And someone left a cookie. I used to get a cookie with this car. See, I love this. You get a Bentley, even like the lounge to sit in to wait is nicer. Goals someday though, some of these cars. These are nice. They're way outside of my price range, of course, but someday there's actually some of these cars, believe me, I intend to own. If I ever get to the point where I'm like, I got street speed money, believe me, I'm coming back to this dealership and I'll get some of these. I don't know, what do y'all think? Million subscriber special over here. I get a Bentley. Would I go on the other side, get a McLaren? Comment below.
That's the only place on it where you see the Rolls Royce brand. Now, if this was Louis Vuitton, it'd be on there 20,000 places, right? So check this out. Feel how thin that fabric is. Go ahead, it ain't go bite. It's like paper, right? So it's coated with Teflon. So just like pots and pans, water's gonna run right off of it. I get a call from Rolls Royce. This past April,
showing off the Rolls Royce umbrella. Some people know with the Rolls Royces you get an umbrella in the door, which is something pretty cool. Instead, as opposed to like your Toyota doesn't have that, and Mustang certainly doesn't. Of course, then behind me I've got the Rolls Royce ordering wall. Basically, you got all your fabric choices, your wood grains. Kind of thing. Here we get samples, TV to really show it off. Not to mention the umbrellas and the doors. Alright, we'll be heading over to the Aston Martin side. Actually right past the Cadillac side. Although Cadillac is probably something I could actually afford. All these V cars. At some point, I definitely can say I think some form of Cadillac V is coming. I've always been a huge fan of the Vs for years. Problem is they're expensive. Oh, passed in by the Cadillac dealer here. I almost guarantee you they're getting no love inside. But everybody wants to see exotics more than they want to see Cadillacs. You can see Cadillacs anytime. Exotics can't always see. More of a special occasion. Got everybody over here reaching around to get their cell phone images. That was just talking. That's kind of my rant today about DuPont. Everybody and their brother is like reaching around you with their phones trying to get images. It's like, see, I don't want to sound like that guy, but guys, I got a camera here, a DSLR, and I'm here doing this for YouTube and for Instagram. I make a little bit of money off of this. Like, I don't want your phone trying to ruin my shot. I'm not trying to sound like that guy, but it's just kind of my personal rant. I know. Say what you all will about that. Got this McLaren leaving. Overall, this after party is a lot better. It's calmer. The song was a little much today. We got Camaro sending it. Yeah, DuPont's a little much, so it's actually good today. Z06 Corvette, damn, still can get some leaving shots here. I don't think I will. I gotta go back to my car, get the other lens, but I'm about to head inside the Aston Martin part of the dealership. They got food, free breakfast, which is nice.
So you're gonna see if you can get in the back? Okay, Doug. I can. Okay, Doug.
So like I said, this is always awesome. They actually open the cars up and let people sit in them. When else are you gonna be able to test the back seat of an Aston Martin? Like, that's not something you get to do every day. Alright. There's something that kind of tickles my fancy. Boss 302 Mustang. Guys over there talking about the keys. I don't know if he owns the car or whether it's for sale or not. Definitely was a car I was considering at one point. Since they cost less than a used Shelby, they're still kind of on the expensive side, but still would have been cheaper than a new GT. Horsepower-wise, they have pretty much a similar power to a Gen 3 Coyote, just not nearly the torque. But then it's the famed forged internals, like the Gen 2 and above Coyote, so I don't know. Boss 302 definitely is a car I could have, should have, would have considered. All should have, could have, would have, though. Some of these cars might actually look a little familiar to you all. Post them on Instagram a good bit. Well, the Lambo and the Viper have recently been on my Instagram. Some of y'all know I still go to Quaker Steak and Lube on Mondays. I don't typically vlog it just because I go so much. If I vlogged every single time I went, the channel would turn into nothing but Quaker. It's always the same cars, but of course I am still trying to do Instagram. That's nice. Plus it's nice to just not have to worry about the vlog. So many people there, and that one I feel like is more of just a relaxing time. Cars and Coffee is definitely more of the fun time, but it's also more of the business aspect of it. I don't know, that's just my opinion. That's why I don't like to vlog every single car meet or car show I go to. But always fun to see some of these cars again. Got this Ford GT over here, another Ford GT. Of course, these guys both I think came from DuPont. Yeah, it's always fun though, this after party. 2 to 24.
It can make the difference from, you can go, say, what's it, 14
So we got a Whipple wide body Mustang. So the guy was just telling me with included, it's $139,000 for all of this kit. Of course, it does sound expensive. He's even got the Montana plate. I just noticed that. So it is a Montana LLC car. It does sound a bit expensive, but then you consider everything you're getting. These are 345 wide tires. This is a 6-inch wide body in the back and 3 inches in the front. Come inside, it's got the custom leather interior. This by no means is a stock Mustang. Carbon fiber hood. Looks like it's been painted or wrapped in grabber blue. Carbon fiber wheels. So overall, so this actually looks pretty cool. I mean, I heard it this morning and I was like, oh, nice eco boost. Turns out it has active exhaust, just like my car, but it's also got, because it's got the Whipple, it basically has a lot of air coming through it, valves closed. So I didn't think it sounded as good, but the owner assures me it's gonna sound way better with the valves open, cruising. Hopefully you all can hear me over the traffic noise. We got some interesting cars for sale. I'm usually not big into the German cars, but we got the M4, and I believe, if I got my knowledge of M4 is correct, this is the CS version. Don't quote me on that. GTS, okay, never mind. I don't know German cars, pardon my ignorance, all you BMW guys. This is awesome. You get these stripes, the wheels. Something completely different than the standard BMW look. I really love this. I've been kind of a fan of German cars. I like them, but I don't know, I'm just not a fan of owning a lot of them. And I just don't want to deal with the service and the maintenance, or get in the background here. Or as Scotty Kilmer says, they become endless money pits as they age. Alright, one more walk through the showroom here before we leave. I can figure even out how to unlock this.
Everyone forgets.
650S. Not the most graceful way to get in. They got really high door sills. Screen, we got this carbon fiber. I don't know, this might even be in my price range. We got the window sticker here. I'm just gonna go ahead and grab. Let's see what this car would have cost. Yeah, bought new McLaren Philadelphia. Down here we got what it cost new, $363,000. I'm sure this now. 60S. I don't know what they want for this car now used. McLaren, they got the paddle that's connected on both sides, which is actually cool because then you can upshift and downshift with one hand, which is pretty awesome. Something you just can't do with every other car. So I think the paddles are pretty cool. I believe it just, now the screen just went away. It had the mileage. It looked like it was just under 2,000, so not bad miles. I don't know. Personally, I'd rather have one with miles on it, so I could get it cheaper. Alright, probably the last car I'm going to end up checking out today, the 600 LT. One thing I gotta say about the newer chassis versus the 650 is the sill, it comes down way lower, because the 650 you really have to get your leg up and over. This car, it's a lot easier to get in and out. Yeah, one thing is, I guess if you got large feet, I would be worried about it. So you can see the pedal box is quite getting locked in here. So you can see the pedal box is quite narrow, so I'd be worried if I had larger feet. I'm size 10.5 for me, and of course I've got large feet for someone my size. These carbon fiber paddles, which feel really nice. It's like that satisfying click. That's something you just don't get. Like if you drive like a Mustang with the 10-speed with its little plastic paddles, or even like my girlfriend's Camry, they're just not very. There's not a very affirmative click. I can sit here and click it all day. Just got the center screen with these cup holders. I don't think I would get a very tall drink in here. Probably not a very good car for a Starbucks run. That's kind of unfortunate, but then got the roof scoop here, which you can see on. I'll throw a clip up of the roof scoop from the top as it comes down into here, which is awesome how it splits off so it doesn't affect visibility. Pretty awesome interior car, and the suede. I wish we could invent smell-o-vision, because this suede is just a unique new car smell versus something along the lines of like leather or even like a cloth interior car. So I love the smell of this car. I don't know if I want to do all of the suede like this. This just feels a little much to be in a suede car. Someday, right? Someday. Alright. I think it's that time. Show's beginning to wind down. Everybody is leaving. Heading back out to my car, way in the back. My Mustang. And as much as I love McLarens and I love exotics, I prefer kind of the more affordable cars, mostly because I can actually afford an affordable car. But then also, I don't know, I think even if I got a McLaren, I would still want to own a Mustang. As I've said in the past, and I will continue to say, I think I'm always going to own something like a Mustang. I'm definitely always going to have at least one Mustang, no matter what I do. I think it just looks way better. I can afford this car. This car is paid for, so that's another reason to continue to do it. These McLarens, when they start talking about monthly payments in the thousands of dollars per month, that's a little bit outside my range. Into the car over here. Start this bad girl up so I can get some AC, because it's nice and hot out. But overall, McLarens are still cool. It's still cool to check out exotics. Whether you like them or not, they're still cool. Everybody loves a nice exotic. We all dream, right? So anyway, pretty cool little vlog. I want to change the format too, not just, I got doing a lot of the cars and coffee, the cinematic stuff, and some of y'all, I got in the feeling you all miss kind of the vlog experience rather than the cinematic. So this has been fun. Got a little breakfast, got some coffee. I'm gonna head out here, go edit these videos, and also take a shower, because 76 degrees is what it says, but it's gonna go up from there. It's still supposed to be in the 90s today, so it's still gonna get hot. Welcome to Florida. We only have 2 seasons, hot and snowbirds. But anyway, let me know in the comments section below what you think about this vlog. What do y'all think about the McLaren dealership? Y'all enjoy seeing things like this? Which car was your favorite that we checked out? There's definitely a lot of cool exotics to look at. Because I don't know, that's the 100 LT I think has got to be my favorite. That's definitely, in a few years, that definitely might be a car I consider when, you know, I make my fortune. Definitely when I hit 1 million subscribers on YouTube. I don't know, I don't like to say it like I'm going to, but that's, to me, I don't like to think of an if, I like to think of it as a when. But anyway, if you like this video, go ahead and leave a thumbs up. If you are stopping in for the first time, go ahead, subscribe. Help me out, guys, come on. You want to see some of that? You want to see me own something like that someday? I definitely appreciate it. But anyway, take care, have a good day.